Hey y'all, Rick Sky here, and I'm thinking about my 2024 fitness routine. Now, a lot of people, with Thanksgiving gone, they may not even be thinking about their 2024 fitness routine. Some people may wait until after Christmas. Some people may even wait until New Year's, and then they may even wait until a few days after that to try to go to the gym and get in shape. Now, that thought process, in my opinion, is flawed, because there shouldn't be a calendar year fitness routine. It should be an ongoing fitness commitment. And that's what I do. Now, even though I've got an ongoing fitness commitment for myself, now I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a politician, but I'm just posting this video because this is what I do. So 2024, and we're going to talk about it in depth, it's simply an extension of what I have been doing. Now, I'm not a fitness model, kind of an old dude, kind of chubby, but not too fat. And that's because I stick with what I do throughout the year. And we're going to talk about 2024, my 2024 fitness routine, 2024 exercise routine, which is simply an extension of what I've been doing. So one of the core components is right here behind me. Now, this is a magnetic resistant exercise bike. It uses magnets for the resistance instead of friction pads like an old and inferior bicycle, which means it's very quiet. The resistance is very predictable. I bought this bike during 2020. Subscribe and check out my older videos. You can see the assembly video of this. This bike has been phenomenal. Zero issues, and it is not a fitness deterrent. When I need to do cardio indoors, I can get on this bike. I can ride it without any sort of app, or I can ride it and watch my Apple Fitness Plus or Peloton app or whatever on my TV that's back there. So this opens up an entirely... I dropped the shoe. I use these special shoes because I don't like the clip-on, the clipless shoes. Even though they're called clipless, they actually clip to the pedals. I had a bad accident back in 1999 on a mountain bike using clipless pedals that clip, to the pedals, and I broke every bone in my right hand and my chin. So I'm horrified of those. So that's the other thing. You can use the cycling shoes if you want to. You can use these shoes, which I like to use. I don't wear these outside. They're dedicated for my exercise bike, but they're flat. They feel really good on the pedals. Or you could just use regular tennis shoes. That's up to you. But this is a core component because rain or shine, I have zero excuse to not get a proper cardio workout daily. And that's the important thing. My fitness routine for 2024, daily cardio. There's 7 days in a week. I am doing cardio 7 days every week. If it's raining, I'm going to get on this. The only exception is that if I'm sick, I need to rest, get over it, because if you're trying to work out when you're sick, you're likely going to, and I'm not a doctor, but you're likely going to prolong your sickness. So for that reason, being sick is my only excuse for missing a cardio workout. Cardio workout 7 days a week. Obviously, as always, a continuation of what I'm doing. I like to cook, I like to eat, and that means I can eat and drink whatever. With that being said, during the week, business days, Monday through Friday, it's 2 cups of coffee in the morning, nothing added. Just black coffee, freshly ground. Check out my coffee videos, that's what I drink. No sugar, just get the caffeine to help jumpstart my metabolism. The rest of the day, it's only water. For dinner, unsweet tea, unless I don't drink water. Now, if I want to jazz up the water and or the unsweet tea, I squeeze in a fresh lemon and or a fresh lime. Natural fruit. Yes, it has natural sugars, but obviously a fruit off of a tree should not have added sugars. Added sugars are even worse. But there's nothing wrong with adding a little bit of sweetness to it in a natural way. So that's my beverages. Now, my cuisine consists of tuna salad sandwiches. If I really want to nickel and dime myself, I don't do the tuna salad sandwich, I do the wrap. And what will make me do that, if I start noticing I'm getting fat, if I put 2 fingers, if I'm wearing pants with a belt, and I can't put 2 fingers comfortably between my belt and my waist, I tell myself I'm getting too fat. And in that scenario, what I'll do is I will do away with the white bread for my tuna salad sandwiches, and I'll convert to taco shells, soft taco shells, tortilla shells, whatever you want to call them. And then I can see a rapid weight loss. Now, as far as, that's lunch. Breakfast is just like an omelet. Dinner, eat whatever I want to. Because at a minimum every day, I'm walking at least 3 miles, or I'm riding my indoor bike for about 60 minutes for an hour, which is a lot more than 3 miles. I'm walking 3 miles, but I'm riding my bike many, many more miles. So it's I can switch between the bike, the walk. I can hike if I want to hike. Put on a backpack, add the weight. That helps to, in essence, you make yourself heavier because you've got all that gear on your back. So you're getting an even better cardio workout from my experience. Now, I don't have a treadmill because, honestly, and this is going to sound really stupid, and y'all can laugh at me, the reason I don't have a treadmill, although I do have space and I could set one up, the reason I don't have a treadmill is that shoes nowadays, the soles, I haven't found a pair of shoes that the soles don't wear out super quickly. So if I'm using a treadmill, I'm having to buy all these shoes because I keep running through the rubber on the bottoms. Now, y'all laugh at me and tell me I'm stupid for saying that, but I just said it. So my 2024 routine, my 2024 cardio routine, 2024 fitness routine, 2024 exercise routine, however you want to refer to it, is simply a continuation of what I've been doing. But keep in mind, weekends, although there's the cardio component, weekends, there's 2 weekend days, a Saturday and Sunday, that's eat and drink whatever I want to. Now, when I say drink whatever I want to, that means, it doesn't mean I get all these sodas, and the only soda I drink is a Sam's Choice because everything else is too expensive. But I may have, throughout the weekend, maybe 2 or 3 12-ounce cans of Sam's Choice Cola, and that's it. Not healthy, but if I feel like I want to treat myself on the weekends, I can do that. Grilled foods. Grill whatever I want to. Grilled food, in my opinion, I can do that. I monitor my weight daily. By the way, expand this video's description, click the link there. You can find the bike like I use, but also the Bluetooth scales like I use. Because that's a great way to track one's progress throughout the day. Throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year. And it puts it all in the app so you can see a chart. Are you on a, like mine is kind of like, it's a downward trend, and then the weekends hit, and then the next week hits, and then the weekend hits. So if I dieted during the weekends too, I could more rapidly lose weight, but I don't want to do that because my goal is weight loss over time until I get to where I want to be. I've got the optimal weight in my mind. Now, I'm not trying to get skinny. I don't want to do that. If I went for the weight that a lot of, doctors or fitness people or whatever that they suggest, I know if I got to that weight, I'd look skinny. I don't want to look skinny. I want to have some meat on me. Like I like to eat, and I do like to eat. I'm not here trying to be skinny. No. And maybe you are. That's fine. You do whatever you want to do. I'm not encouraging anybody to do any of this. I'm just telling you what I do. But, if you just stay away from the added sugar snacks, find things that, even people, people think, oh, cheese is horrible. I'll do cheese on tortilla chips. I'll make nachos. Sure, it's not the healthiest thing in the world, but compare that to going out to a fast food joint and look at all that weird stuff that's in that food. So if you eat real food, green beans, I use an air fryer. I'll do air fried chicken wings. All they got on them, they're spritzed with olive oil. And they're air fried, so they're not dipped in any grease. There's ways to cook things using an air fryer. Check out my Air Fry with Irish Sky video playlist. Subscribe and ring that bell. I cook a ton of stuff in the air fryer. I still get the taste, the texture, as if I'm eating something fried, but it's air fried. So it's probably not as bad for me. But the thing is, it's commitment. If you, doesn't matter what you eat, what you drink, if you don't do the cardio, you're just wasting your time. And likewise, if you do the cardio, but you just eat pitifully, eat fast food, all that, nothing wrong with fast food every now and then. It's horrible for you. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a fitness advisor or anything like that. But I personally believe that fast food is horrible. But with that being said, I may do it once a week. So what? You know, I'm working out enough to allow myself to do that. Now, the other thing is strength training. We're going to address strength training within a separate video, so subscribe and check out my strength training video playlist to see those videos. Right now, throughout the past few months, during 2023, I've stuck with cardio and diet only. I haven't dealt with strength training because my goal is that I want to reduce the weight and then I want to add muscle mass. I don't want to get huge, but I want to be lean and then add very defined muscles. So my goal is to look ripped, not huge, but just ripped and cut. You know, perfect. Basically, when I mix in when I start to reintroduce the strength training component, then I'll be able to get back exactly how I want to be. You know, it's good body weight, good muscle definition, not huge, not small, just the size that I want. And that's the thing I want to emphasize. You know, looking at your own 2024 fitness plan, your own 2024 exercise plan, you know, you figure out what you want to do. You know, check with your doctor, check with your dietitian, check with your personal trainer, whatever. You know, whomever you go to, check with them and tell them what you want to do. I mean, for me, like I said, I don't want to get skinny. I don't want to get massively huge from lifting weights, but I know what I want. And one of the best things that one can invest in is a mirror. Look in the mirror every day. Tell yourself, hey, am I getting bigger? Am I getting smaller? Am I getting too big? Am I getting too small? Or am I maintaining what I feel is a healthy weight? And if you can do what you want to do by looking in the mirror, by using scales, again, I've linked the scales like I use. Expand this video's description and click the link there. But if you can do that, then if you're motivated, and that's the key word, motivated, if you're lazy physically, that's horrible. If you're lazy mentally, that's worse. Because if you're lazy mentally, then you're not going to push yourself daily, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You're not going to push yourself if you're mentally lazy. So if you're physically lazy, but you're mentally not lazy, you can use the mental to encourage the physical. And that's what I do. At all times, 365 days a year, I am mentally motivated. You know, I'm going to go out, I'm going to stay in shape. And like I said, I'm going to eat and drink whatever I want to within reason. You know, I'm not a dieter. I'm not dieting because that works against me. If I say, oh, I'm on a diet, that's horrible. Because the only time that I introduce the diet is when I can't get the 2 fingers between my belt and my belly. Because then I realize I'm getting fat. So then I introduce the diet until I correct that, and then I go back to eating and drinking whatever I want. With the exercise, 365 days a year except if I'm sick. That's my only out. Because indoor exercise bike, there's no rain coming through this ceiling, so I have no excuse. And even if you don't have, and you know, like I said, expand this video's description and click the link there to find where to order a bike like this online and all the accessories. But even if you don't have a bike, you can always get a raincoat. And as long as it's not lightning outside, I would never go for a walk or a jog in an electrical storm. But if it's just rain outside, I'm going to put on a raincoat, put on some waterproof shoes, go out there, get the cardio. There's no reason to be lazy. So 2024, this is my 2024 fitness plan. What is your 2024 fitness plan? Have you even thought about it yet? I mean, it's a few days after Thanksgiving when I'm filming this. So I'm ahead of the game. But like I said, I never leave the game. You know, fitness for me, 365 days a year. I'm just posting this video because this is acting as acknowledgement that, hey, this is what I'm going to be doing for my 2024 fitness program. So this is my 2024 fitness program. I'm not encouraging anybody else to do this. I'm just telling you what I do, and it's basically a continuation of what I've been doing for the past few years. So I hope this video was enjoyable. If it was, subscribe to this channel, youtube.com/IRIXGuy. Ring that bell when you do, and that'll notify you whenever I post another video. And check out all of my other videos too. Y'all have a good day and best of luck with your fitness goals. Hey y'all, Captain IRIXGuy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/IRIXGuy. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.